He's apologizing. I'm sorry. I'll open the door. And I just kept it walking. So he chases me down, stops me, and, apologizes. And he's like, please come back. And I'm like, no. Welcome to A Chosen Cover Girl, where we talk about living life full of joy, confidence, and faith, as well as everything in between. I'm your girl, Daniela. Today, we are dispelling the belief that men love bitches. I'm going to be the first to tell you that, when I was younger, I used to think, oh, surely a man does not like a woman who is sensitive, who is kind. Surely a man does not like a woman who, pays him all this attention, who shows that she cares. He doesn't like that kind of woman, because all the women that I see that he's with, they're the ones with the bitchy attitude. He likes the women who, act like they don't care. It's that type of woman that he likes. So I'm sure, so I was that girl that's like, girl, don't pay him any attention. Girl, treat him, don't treat him like that. Don't be too kind. Don't be too sweet. Don't be too nice. Act like a bitch. Then he'll be all up in your face, blowing up your phone, just showing you all this attention. Right? Wrong. See, I've learned that men don't necessarily like bitches. They love confident women. They love a woman who's assertive. They love a woman who knows what she wants, who's not afraid to express it. They love a woman who can just stand her ground. That's the type of woman that they love. But it's unfortunate that we mislabel confident women as bitches when that is not the case. Because a confident woman knows her worth. She knows what she brings to the table. And a confident woman knows that it doesn't matter who else is in the picture. It doesn't matter if there's a woman who may be prettier than her, who may be sexier than her, who may be smarter than her. That does not matter, because that woman is not her. That woman does not have her secret sauce. That woman doesn't have the qualities and the uniqueness about her that makes her who she is. When a guy falls back, a confident woman knows not to compete with another woman that he's given his attention to. And she knows not to chase him, because when he falls back, she lets him fall back. She's not blowing up his phone, his text messages. She's not all up in his DM. She's not doing anything extra, because she knows who she is and she knows what she brings to the table. And a confident woman is not going to stick around for him to come back and realize her worth. She's not going to be the woman who he entertains at his leisure. Absolutely not. Because again, a confident woman knows what she deserves, and she's not afraid to tell people that and to teach people how to treat her. Oh, a woman who stands up for herself, she has got to be a bitch, right? No, absolutely not. We should all be standing up for ourselves, and we should all verbalize discontent when people are treating us in an unacceptable way. That's it. Every woman needs to rise up and stand for herself. You need to know what you deserve in life, and you need to teach people how to treat you. Full stop. It has nothing to do with being a bitch. It has to do with a woman who is standing up for herself, who knows her worth, who knows what she deserves. A lot of women won't do that because, they don't want a man to feel like, oh, she's tripping. They don't want, for him to leave or to fall back or to chase him away. They feel like if I say this, it's going to chase him away. No, absolutely not, because we're not here to reward bad behavior. And certain behavior, if you don't nip it in the bud, it's just going to continue. A guy's going to think, oh, okay, she's cool with that, so let me just keep doing what I'm doing. Because in all fairness, if someone doesn't know, if they're ignorant to it, then they're ignorant to it. You don't know what you don't know. That's why you have to verbalize it, and you have to tell people, hey, that's not cool, or I'm not about that life, or I don't think so. You got me mixed up. Wrong girl. Sorry. You gotta say it. You gotta let them know, otherwise, if you accept it, then later on in the relationship, it's going to be harder for you to negotiate anything different. It's going to be harder for you to demand him to treat you better, because nothing more than he's going to be like, okay, well, you ain't say nothing before. You were cool with it before. What's up now? Like, why would he change? At the end of the day, we are not here to reward bad behavior. I have a girlfriend who, when she was first dating her husband, he approached her, asked her out on a date, and they were supposed to go to the beach the next day. That was their date. They were supposed to go to the beach. When the time came, he was a no call and a no show. She decided, you know what? I'm not going to stick around and wait for this dude to just show up. Let me go hang out with my girls. Boom. Fast forward, he calls her. Oh my God, I overslept, apologizing and whatnot. And then he's like, okay, we still have enough time to catch, it's still day out. We have enough time. Let's still go to the beach. She told him absolutely not. No, one, I'm already out with my girls. And it's too late now. Sorry. Then he asked if he could see her later on. And she said, no, you had the opportunity to see me, but you squandered it. Sorry, you missed out. Would you believe that he showed up at her house with, I think, a teddy bear or something like that? He showed up at her apartment and she had no interest at all, was not going to let him in. Her roommate let him in, and it was all she wrote from there. She showed him that his behavior was unacceptable. And now they're married and they have 2 young boys. Some of you guys are probably thinking, but he had an excuse. He overslept. Stuff happens. And you're right. But having an excuse does not make it excusable. And that's the thing. Sometimes we'll just excuse bad behavior, or we'll excuse certain behavior, but we're not here to excuse behavior, because people will always have an excuse. And at the end of the day, come on, he overslept. He knew he had a date scheduled the next morning. He should have put on his alarm. And even if he did put on his alarm, like, what you doing that you oversleeping? Clearly, if you really want to go out with this girl and you really want to be with her, then you will do what you need to do to make sure that you are going to show up at her place and you are going to be a man of your word and you are going to take her out on this date. And that's it. A confident woman does not excuse behavior that she believes is contrary to how she should be treated. I remember when my husband was pursuing me, he took me out on a date. We went to dinner, and it was at a restaurant that wasn't too far from my house. And in the beginning, when he would pursue me and while we were friends, I demanded that he open the car door for me. And that's what he did. So every time we went out, he would open my car door. So the thing is, he's not the most chivalrous of guys. He doesn't, that's not his thing. He has some amazing qualities. He's an amazing man. But, he needed some help in some areas. So we went to dinner, and when we left dinner, I don't know what got into this man. Don't ask me. I have no idea what got into this man, but he walked and got in the car and sat down. So I guess he's like, let me, I'm tired of opening the car door. I don't know what he was thinking. And I stood outside the car still and was like, what is going on here? So it was clear. He saw me standing outside. He started his car like, you better get in this car if you want to make your way home or something. So he showed me that he had no intentions of opening my car door. So I'm like, okay, cool. No big deal, sir. Okay, I got you. I started to walk my butt home. Like I said, it wasn't that far from my house, but it was dark, but it doesn't matter. I'm walking. I'm not going to get in your car. I already told you what I would like for you to do for me. I already told you how I wanted you to treat me. And if at this point you feel like, you're good, you don't want to do that, fine, but we're not going to continue to do this. I'm not going to continue to allow you to pursue me. That's it. So anyway, so I'm walking and I'm far down the road by this time. And I could hear him yelling out my name, asking me to come back, but nope, absolutely not. So then he runs after me and stops me. He apologizes left and right, all around. And I don't even remember what his excuse was, but whatever. So then he's like, please come back. I told him no. And he begged me to come back. He doesn't want me to walk in the dark. He's so sorry. I'm like, no, you can get the car, but I am not walking back over there. And that's exactly what he did. He got the car, and then he took me home, and he never did that again. I bet you know what? I'm gonna mention that to my husband tonight. I'm like, you remember when? Mm-hmm. I demanded a certain behavior. I demanded a certain way that I wanted to be treated by him, and I wasn't going to accept anything less. And that's the thing, going back to the idea that men love bitches. No, I think what happens is the confident woman becomes the standout girl to him. He recognizes that she's different. He takes note of the fact that she requires him to respect her time. He took note of the fact that she wasn't always available. When he called, she wasn't always available at his leisure. Meanwhile, any other girl that when he's ready to talk, when he's ready to go out, when he's ready to Netflix and chill, she's there. She's responding. She's always available to him. He took note of the fact that she demanded him to be a man of his word. She demanded him to do what he says he's going to do or not do what he says he's not going to do. He took note that she demanded more from him, while the other women that he's probably entertaining didn't require much. It didn't matter what he brought to the table. He didn't have to show up. He could bring the bare minimum and they were okay with that. They didn't say anything otherwise. And that's the thing. He sees that she's different. And he even recognizes, like, yo, she might not be the sexiest. Yo, I don't even think she's the prettiest, but she's different. He's intrigued by her. There's something about her that he wants more of. There's something about her that he loves, and it is that confidence. So ladies, men don't necessarily love bitches. Are there women who act like bitches, who have nasty attitude? Absolutely, there are those type of women. But that's not what a man loves. It's the confidence in a woman that draws a man to her. So at the end of the day, ladies, you don't have to be anybody but yourself. You show up as you. You don't have to compete for a man's attention. If he's falling back, if he's ghosting you, if he's not giving you the attention that you think that you deserve, let him go, because chasing him is not going to bring him to you. Just be confident. Be still and be confident, because the man that is for you will be attracted to your uniqueness. He will be attracted to your confidence, and he will know your worth, and he will know what you bring to the table. All right, ladies, if you made it this far, that means you found some value in this video. So don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to share it with a friend and to subscribe. I'll see you guys next week.